I just wrapped up an interview with Fijian Prime Minister Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka, and I've got to say, this guy is seriously impressive. Fiji, the country he's leading, is fascinating. I mean, it's sitting across the international dateline, meaning technically Fiji is the westernmost and easternmost country anywhere in the world. But here's the kicker. Here's the irony. Fiji is now caught in the middle of this big geopolitical rivalry between the East and the West. I mean, just take a look at how Australian media covers Fiji and other Pacific Island nations.
What does China really want in the South Pacific?
It wants as much access and as much influence there as possible.
But let's be real, it is not even about Fiji. It's about Australia freaking out about losing their grip on Fiji to China. The narrative? China is this sinister and corrupt power creeping into Fijian society, pulling it out of Australia and New Zealand's orbit. It's all innuendos, half-truth, and unsubstantiated claims designed to stir up fear.
What will be your message to those who are fueling rivalries and encouraging Cold War-style bloc confrontations these days?
I do not want to be drawn into that because we are friends with China and we are friends with others who may not be so friendly with China. And if others do not like that and want to alienate us because of that, they're free. If they cut us off, we will survive.
Take Juntao or mushroom grass, for example. I bet most of you haven't heard about it. It is this hybrid grass that keeps soil from drying out and turning into desert. Plus, it boosts crop yields like crazy. Now, in Fiji, they use it to grow mushrooms during the dry season. This Juntao, see, it comes from China, and the Fijians have adopted the happy grass from China. Why? Because so far, over 1,000 Fijian farmers have used it to grow better crops and feed their animals. See, this is the kind of stuff China is looking to share with our South Pacific island countries, partners such as Fiji, and I haven't even mentioned the airports, expressways, and stadiums that Chinese engineers and construction teams have been building and upgrading over there. See, the West attitude towards Pacific Island nations, let's just say it's got a touch of that old colonial vibe. Remember the Solomon Islands? A few years ago, there was talk about the public security deal between them and China on anti-piracy, tsunami relief, joint climate efforts, the works. But as soon as the Australian media and the Western media caught wind of it, they leaked the story and tried to shut it down before it even could get off the ground. Why? Because they didn't want it to happen. But seriously, why can't the Solomons make their own decisions? They're a former UK colony, sure, I know that, but so is Australia. How would the Australians feel if the UK was still dictating terms to Canberra on what security agreements it could sign? And this is not a one-off. These stories keep popping up over the years. See, maybe it is time we actually listen to our Pacific Island friends, what they have to say, and consider what they truly want.
Do not use force or the threat of force. And they are all in line with what I have in mind as I propose the ocean of peace. The Pacific has suffered a lot in the world wars. And now we would like to put all those behind us and develop an ocean of peace. And it's something that we must all strive for and not use our own will or wish to dominate, interfere with the harmonious coexistence of those in the region.